You know the Hulk. Green. Massive. Impossible. The fictional character that every film studio has spent billions trying to make believable. They have never fully succeeded. Because a body that size should not move the way the Hulk moves. It should not jump. It should not fight. It should not do the things the character does at that weight and that mass. Physics does not allow it. This is why the Hulk is fiction. Except, in 2020, a video appeared online from a small city in Russia. A man who weighs 330 pounds walked up to a bar and pulled himself over it with one arm, 10 times. He also bench presses 441 pounds for 25 consecutive reps. He holds the weighted chin-up world record. He is not CGI. He is not a Marvel character. He works in a factory. His name is Andrey Smaev, and the Hulk, the real one, lives in Sarov, Russia. How? That is the only question this video answers. This is Legends Built. Here is what the Hulk's origin story looks like in every Marvel film. A scientist, a laboratory, gamma radiation, an accident that transforms a normal man into something that should not exist. Here is what Andrey Smaev's origin story looks like. A village, a horizontal bar in a schoolyard, a health problem that forced him to train at home, a friend named Sasha who trained seriously, and then a summer. One summer of daily training on outdoor bars with no equipment, no coach, no gym membership. He was in the 8th grade. At the end of that summer, he was visibly different. Not because of gamma radiation, because of the specific thing that actually transforms people, which is showing up every day for long enough that the body has no choice but to become something new. A physical education teacher saw what the summer produced. That teacher introduced him to weightlifting. At 17, Smaev was bench pressing 180 kilograms for reps. He was 17, in a village in Russia. What Smaev built, that the fictional Hulk never had, is the specific combination of absolute strength and relative body weight control. Most powerlifters at 330 pounds cannot do a single standard pull-up. Most gymnasts who can do one-arm pull-ups weigh 150 pounds. The two disciplines have never produced the same person at the same time. Until Smaev. He trained both simultaneously, every day. The barbell giving him the absolute strength. The bar giving him the relative control. Each one making the other more possible. The result? A 330-pound person who does the thing that only the fictional version of a 330-pound person is supposed to be able to do. The Hulk is fiction because of this specific combination. Smaev is real because he built it. Larry Wheels, who has seen more extraordinary strength than almost any living person, watched the video. He left one comment: "Most reps I ever saw with 200 kilograms." The comment was about the bench press. He hadn't even gotten to the one-arm pull-ups yet. The fitness world did what the internet does when it sees something it cannot categorize. It stopped, it watched, it shared. And in Sarov, the factory mechanic noted the views and went back to the gym. Because the training did not change because the internet noticed. The training was never about the internet noticing. The Hulk in the comics does not stop being the Hulk because someone takes a photograph. Neither did Smaev. He trains, in his words, with full fire straight out of his soul. He has said he is not interested in competing, not in bodybuilding, not in powerlifting. He has the world record. He trains anyway. Because the Hulk that Smaev built is not a burden he is trying to control. It is a choice he makes every day, willingly, before anyone is watching, and after. The fictional Hulk smashes because he cannot help it. The real Hulk trains because he cannot stop. The difference between those two things, between cannot help it and cannot stop, is the entire distance between fiction and what Smaev built. Here is the question that opens. What is the thing you cannot stop? Not the thing you do when you have to. The thing you choose before anyone is watching. That thing, whatever it is your version of the bar in Sarov. The Hulk in the comics never found peace with it. Smaev found it in the 8th grade. What about you? Here is what Andrey Smaev's strength record looks like. 2019, 245 kilograms. Russian street lifting record. 2020, 200 kilograms. 25 consecutive reps. Weighted chin-up world record. 159.5 kilograms of additional weight. His own body weight, approximately 120 kilograms. Total weight pulled over the bar, 279.5 kilograms. 619 pounds. pulled over a bar. One-arm pull-ups, 10 reps per arm. Front lever at over 105 kilograms body weight. Human flag at extreme body weight. These are not whatever the plot requires. These are numbers. Fixed, permanent, documented. And here's the specific reason the real record is more impressive than the fictional one. The fictional Hulk has no ceiling because the writers set no ceiling. Smaev's ceiling exists in physics. It is real. And he keeps approaching it from below in a way that every physicist says should not be possible. Which means every record he breaks is not whatever the plot requires. It is a real human being doing something that real human beings were not expected to do. Every time. He is 27 years old. Here is the wrong lesson from Andrey Smaev. The wrong lesson is, this is possible if you have inhuman genetics. The genetics contributed, yes. But here is what the genetics did not do. The genetics did not go to the outdoor bar in 8th grade. The genetics did not build a home gym from Soviet barbells in Sarov. The genetics did not decide that training with full fire straight out of my soul was a reasonable response to being alive. Choice is exactly what makes Smaev work. He chose it in the 8th grade and has kept choosing it every day since. The lesson from Smaev is not be genetically gifted. The lesson is what happens when someone chooses their transformation instead of having it forced on them? What happens when the bar is not gamma radiation but a deliberate daily decision? The answer is 619 pounds over a bar. The answer is a world record in a home gym in Russia. The answer is the real Hulk who goes to work at the factory every morning and trains before the shift starts, not because he has to, because he cannot stop choosing to. Andrey Smaev answered it in Sarov in 2020, with an outdoor bar and a camera and 10 years of daily training, for free. But here is the specific thing Smaev did that no Marvel film has managed. He moved the ceiling, not for himself, for everyone. When coaches and athletes and trainers watch a 330-pound person do one-arm pull-ups, they do not say, impossible. They say, we were wrong about where the ceiling is. That is what happens when a real human being does the thing that everyone said was only possible for fictional ones. The ceiling is not where we thought. It is higher, which means every person training below the old ceiling now has more room than they thought. And here is the question for you. Not the one-arm pull-up, not the world record, the principle. What have you decided is only possible in the fictional version of your life? What is the thing you have accepted as only in the movies, that a factory mechanic in Russia is quietly proving you wrong about? Tomorrow you train the Sarov system. 4 exercises. The real Hulk's actual method. This is Legends Built.